Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little voiceover of our schooling session yesterday and just giving you a little run through about how it went and what we've done. And this is a very unfiltered version because I'm showing stuff that I wouldn't really usually put on my Instagram and things like that. So there's some short clips from us warming up. That's just us trotting around. When I'm going jumping her, I don't tend to try and push for an outline too much. I want more of a contact rather than an outline, because when she's jumping she tends to hold her head higher. She doesn't go her head down, essentially. So when I'm going jumping her, I just want her to be in a contact so that she knows that I'm there and she can't drag me around the place, essentially. So we just warmed up on both reins, done some circles, done a lot of changes of reins, all that kind of thing, and she was super. She was feeling great, so that was always handy. And in between these clips now as well, my dad was setting up fences. So as you can see, some of them are still up against the wings. That's what they're called, up against the wings. So he just had to put them down for me, so that's why there's only some short videos from these clips, but we will take it as it comes. So started cantering her. This was her first canter of the day, we'll call it. She felt great. We've been working a lot on our flat work after her little incident, which I haven't really gone into much detail on here, but if you were following my Instagram you'd know that there was a bit of issues with doubles. So after that, at the end of May, we took a month off jumping and we done flat work boot camp, and we've really worked on our flat work, and as you can tell, it is paying off. There's no rushing, there's no dragging, it's just nice collected canters. And yeah, again, for the canter, I'm not pushing for an outline, I'm more so pushing for just to have a contact. Now, to be fair to her, she does hold a great contact in the canter, but we don't push for too much. So after that then, I just done a couple of walked canter transitions, and as you can see, I also done some halt transitions, which she is really good at. We done our first fence coming up now. We used the black and white poles because, yes, I know it's really awkward, ignore that. I told you it was unfiltered. But we use the black and white poles because they're the ones that she tends to like go over awkwardly. She's good with jumping most fences, but it's black and white poles just tend to like, it doesn't matter what round we're doing, she always jumps them kind of awkwardly. So using them as a nice warm up. And then our first round of coming into the double, I gave her a cross pole, one straight into a small vertical, which is a bit of an upgrade from last week when we done two cross poles and then had to work up from that. So I done that a few times, but I didn't get a video of it. And then since she was just kind of cruising through it, I brought her over like the double, the yellow fence into the blue fence there that we saw, the black fence, and then finished on this little spread just to get her like moving, which was great. And this is like the extended version of the course, I'm gonna say. So this is with the cross pole and spread. I think this was her first, it was her first time seeing it, so we did a kind of push for it. But she is building up her confidence with it. It's just taking some time. Sometimes I'm riding like Boyd Martin. The Boyd Martin elbows do come out, but it's fine. Who really cares? So she came around to these fences actually really nice. She's the kind of horse that if the time that it takes to come into it is too long, she just kind of gets annoyed, or like she doesn't even like pay attention. So it's nice to have things that are like kind of tight and on top of each other, because she just works better, because it makes her question like where she's going. I'm fully aware this was the last fence we done as well for this round, but I'm aware I came in on the wrong leg, but it's fine. Of course, we had to do a cross-country fence just to keep both of us sane. So when I was done that, I just brought her around to the double again. The fact that she didn't really get the best stride into it, and we kind of like really overjumped it the first time. So I just wanted to make sure that she was going to jump it like normally. So this is the proper of what was supposed to be my full course. So we included this spread to start with off the corner, which I needed to wake her up after because she wasn't listening very much. It was a bit of a personal problem, so, and this was a bit of a long run, so I kind of had to keep her like sharp for it. And as you can tell, I don't really tend to ride very good when it's a really long run into a fence because it just doesn't work out for us very well. But we recovered and it's fine. A little chip in doesn't do anyone any harm. So this was her first run. She would a vertical into a spread, which was a sleigh. Then got the correct lead, which was a fab. Came around into the yellow and black, lovely. And then this is where it started to go wrong because there was school ponies leaving the bottom arena. She started to drag me and not pay attention, and then realized, oh, there's a fence in front of me. So yeah, I ended up hitting the deck, and that was that. We were both completely fine. This was literally, I'm going to say 2 minutes after that happened, when the school ponies had gone inside into the other arena, and she had no issues jumping it again because she actually realised the fence was there this time. So this is not the first time that has happened with Poppy. She does tend to get distracted at times and then forget what she's doing. But we kept going anyways, finished off what was supposed to be our course, and I was a small bit more cautious, I'm going to say, just because the fact that had happened, it's just something that tends to happen, you know, like naturally. I didn't ride her any different, I just was a bit more cautious as to what she was going to do, that kind of way. So finished that off, and then I decided to come back around to do those first 3 fences again, well, from the double on, just for a bit of confidence for the two of us, to make sure that the double situation wasn't affected and that she was still gonna go through that dog leg again without like asking, that kind of way. So whipped through the double, no problems. Came a small bit deep into this one, but saved my ass. Considering the last time she came in deep to it, she stopped. I will take it. So very happy with her with that. And that was her main jumping done. So then we just said we'd test the waters just to finish because she loves cross country, I love cross country. So there was a little roll top and we put a brush fence on top of it. It was her first time doing a brush fence. Didn't even bat an eyelid at it. She was tired, but to be fair to her, she fucking whipped over it. And then we cooled down. So it was just giving her a nice big stretchy trot, leaving her loosen out the muscles, cool down nice and slowly. We trotted around for a few minutes on boat reins. It was really hot schooling. All I want to do is go schooling and for it not to be absolutely boiling, because it's really hard, and like I don't like it. My horse doesn't like it. It was supposed to be windy this day or yesterday, and the weather app lied to me, which I wasn't very happy with, to be completely honest, but we worked with it. And I just want to have a really, yes, I know it's cloudy there, but the sun was doing what the sun does. It was beaming down on top of us, and it was really hot. So I don't want to be the one to say it, but I would really like some milder, give me 15 degrees and I'll take it. But yeah, bye.